Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as promised, we have a full-ish face of PatMcGrath makeup. I started using PatMcGrath about a year ago and it's been a bit of a game changer. And on my Instagram, I'm always getting asked questions when I post things and I tag her in stuff and people ask me what I think. So today I have done all the PatMcGrath that I own that I can get on my face, except for all the eye palettes, because obviously I could only pick one. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to see how I got this look, then stay tuned and enjoy the video. Hi guys, Editing Kath here. I am editing this video and I completely forgot to insert me using the PatMcGrath Essence. Duh. I got this free when I placed my last order and I've been eking it out over like a little while. I actually really like it. I've got two other essences from other brands that I'm like, it's a bit of an unnecessary step. But with all of the products, this essence was actually really nice. So guys, what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to talk to you and I'm going to insert B-roll in the things that I'm applying to my face. Otherwise this video will be about 18 hours long. So I do have the PatMcGrath Skin Fetish foundation and I have the shade Light number 6. I bought this in the January sale, I want to say, so my skin was a lot lighter. So as I'm applying it, you might think, whoa, Kath, that's a little bit light for you. It is at the moment. I will have to put this away now until winter. But I do genuinely love this foundation. It's unlike any other foundations in my collection, and I have gone back and forth and had a bit of a love-hate relationship with it, mainly because, as you will see from the video, it's such a thin consistency. I use every day the Dior Forever Skin foundation, and that is a proper foundation. It's a lot, in comparison, it's a lot thicker. But for everyday use, I've actually been loving the versatility of the Skin Fetish. And when I put it on, as you can see, I'm applying it with a Bobbi Brown full coverage brush. And when I start, I stipple it in. I use 2 pumps for my whole face. I stipple it in and then I start to work it in. The only issue I have, because the consistency is so thin, is that it does leave lines on the face, like drag marks from the brush. So then I go in with a beauty blender. I hear you say, why don't you just use a beauty blender? Well, because the consistency of this foundation is so thin, I find that if I use a beauty blender, the beauty blender sponge just eats up all the product because it's very watery. So I go down first with the brush to kind of lay the product down, and then I just blend it out with the beauty blender. So what you won't see next is I apply my concealer on top and then my powder. I don't have these from the PatMcGrath range because for me personally, PatMcGrath is all about the eyeshadows. I only kind of extended the range really because I'd heard great things about the foundation and the blushes, which I'll go into later. And I always purchase from the PatMcGrath sale. She has a 30% sale, I want to say 4 times a year. And it's always worth hanging on. Get your little wish list ready, sign up to her website, get a wish list. And as soon as the sale goes live, go straight to the wish list, see what's on sale and chuck it in your basket. Best advice I can give you for that. So now we move on to the all-important eyeshadow. I love PatMcGrath eyeshadow. We use this palette. I will put the name below because the one thing I don't love about it is the name of the palette isn't on the palette. So you've got PatMcGrath Labs Mothership, use without caution, shade throwing and eye ecstasy may result with prolonged use. Now, that's there. Now, there's no name on it. I have a feeling it's Subversive, this one. Again, I'll put it here. But this was my latest purchase and I'm honestly have not stopped using it since I got it. So as you can see from the video, I've got these like sticky things on my eyes and I have to confess, this is the first time I've ever used them. The PatMcGrath shadows do not fall out at all. You will have zero fallout, maybe only on the glitters. But I put these on to kind of get that sharp line that I've been seeing on Pinterest and Instagram, where you put the stickers here and you get the sharp line when you apply the shadow. So I wanted to try that. Of course, I tried it while I was filming for the first time, why not? But we're all friends here. So I went in with the transition shade. In this particular palette, the transition shade is darker than I would normally like, but I'm not about to use 2 palettes just for a transition shade. So I made it work. I just used a very, very light hand. As a base, I used the Bobbi Brown Goldstone Cream Shadow. So make the product stick. Then I went on with the insanely beautiful, it looks gold, but it goes on green eyeshadow. I can't tell you the names because again, Pat puts this like piece of cardboard inside with all the names on, but you don't keep that with the palette. The packaging drives me crazy because that cardboard with the string, and no one's got time for that. So I'm just gonna point to the ones that I used. And then I went back in with my blending brush to kind of blend the gold and the brown together, and then I go in with the black shade, which you'd only need an incredibly light hand, and I use that to deepen the crease, and then I go in again with a clean brush after I've blended everything to really blend it all together. I use the same method for all of my eyeshadows. I have a transition, I have a colour that I lay down, and then I have a deepen up the shade, the crease colour, and then I blend it all together. That's what I do with everything. It just works for me. And then I went in with the eyeliner. Now this product I bought because Adele uses it. Yes, I'm that stupid. And I kind of hate it. For me, the brush, it's just too skinny. It's too bendy. If you can see that, it's too bendy. I'm not good enough at eyeliner to make it work. I'm sure if you're a makeup artist, this would be like the easiest thing for you. But for me, I find it, as you can see by the video, I find it incredibly hard to use. I will not be buying this again. I love everything PatMcGrath that I've tried, but this eyeliner is just a no for me. It doesn't transfer, it doesn't come off. It is, honestly, when you get it on, you have to work to get it off. That I love about it. I just wish that the pen was stiffer so that I could actually like press down. If you press down with this, it goes all over your eye. Again, as I demonstrate in the very, very clumsy application of this eyeliner. So now we move on to the blush. PatMcGrath does incredibly good blushes. As you know, I'm a die-hard Hourglass fan. It takes a lot for me to not stop using Hourglass, but to use an alternative to Hourglass. But this particular palette, I have to say, this is the Divine Blush and Glow Amber Allure palette. I will show the B-roll, but I'll just go through the colours. So this is Love Struck, which is the highlight, Paradise Venus, and Venus Nectar is the pink. Now these do look quite scary when you look at them like this, but they are really, really beautiful blushes and they blend out really well. Again, everything PatMcGrath, very light hand. Just use a very light hand, use a fluffy brush just to get the maximum flutteriness. As you can see, I've got this blush on today. As you can see me applying it, I use the tiniest amount and it goes a really long way. The highlighter is absolutely stunning. I am honestly, the highlight, I love the Hourglass highlights, but I have just been using this one non-stop. I just love the slight shift from gold to pink and it just blends in with the blush. The whole collection is just really well thought out, and the blushes I would say are a definite must-have if you're going to be going into other things with PatMcGrath other than just eyeshadows. So now we move on to lips. So I have got, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PatMcGrath lip glosses and 3 lipsticks. I am going to swatch everything for you, but I will just talk through it. The clips are very short, but I wanted to show you guys everything that I have. So let me get these out so I can tell you the names. So the first shade, which is the shade that I am wearing, is Love Potion. This is just my favorite. I mean, I don't know if you can see how full it is or how empty it is, but it's a beautiful milky white pink shade with a really subtle shimmer. it goes perfectly with this eye makeup look, because with most PatMcGrath eyeshadow palettes, the eyes are the focus. So I try to keep my lips quite neutral. And then we have Sunset Rose, which is a really nice pale pink, mauvey pink, I want to say, with a very subtle gold shimmer to it. And then we have Flesh number 6, which is just a straight up, I want to say, terracotta shade. It's just a really pretty straight up cream gloss. And these glosses, they are glossy upon application. Once they set down a little bit, I do usually still just stick to using lip gloss when I have my hair up like this, because it's just so much easier, but they aren't sticky. They are quite good at the, you know, not being so sticky. Then I applied the Divine Rose lip pencil, which I got with the mini glosses that you saw in that collection. I got a like a free gift with PatMcGrath, and it had the 3 lip glosses in it, and it had the Divine Rose pencil and the Divine Rose lipstick, which is coming up shortly. So I applied the lip pencil all over my lips, because I find that it just looks better on me and it just makes the colour last an awful lot longer. And then over top I applied the Divine Rose lip gloss, which is a beautiful dusky pink gloss with, again, that very, very, very subtle gold shimmer. And then we have Earth Angel. This colour is magnificent, and it's also great as a topper for other colours. Now, I don't tend to use it as a topper, because for me, I like gloss just to be on its own, and I might put it over a lip pencil, as you saw there. So if I was to do it with this shade, I would use like a brown lip pencil and put this over the top. I don't gloss over lipstick, because I find it sticks to my teeth, the colour sticks to my teeth. I just don't want to be worrying about that. But this on its own, as you can see, is beautiful. It looks quite scary in the tube because it's gold with like almost like a green tint to it. But when you put it on the lips, it just goes pink and just really ethereal and glowy, and my teeth look really white. It's just a winner. I absolutely love it. Then we go on to the lipsticks. So the packaging is just so great. Like, her lipsticks are just so over the top. I absolutely love them. First up, we have Skinflixx, which is it's a pinky nude. It's a really nice shade, but it does have some shimmer to it, gold shimmer, which is actually quite obvious upon application. In the bullet, it's not so much, but when you put it on, you can definitely get that gold sheen. Then we have Divine Rose, which when I first tried this on, I thought I would hate it, but actually it's amazing, and it's a matte application, and it's a really lovely shade. I really like it when I've got a really smoky eye. I just find that it's really pretty. And this is called Matte Trance, and the Skinflixx one is the Blitz Trance. So just a little side note there. Then we have Bronze Astral, which is the Lip Fetish Astral Lip Balm. With PatMcGrath eyeshadows, the 4 at the end, which one of the ones I've got on today, they are called Astral shades. So they're the shades that are a bit special. And this lip balm is the same. It is a really deep bronze. And then upon application, it goes quite gold, quite pink. It's really different. I'm not a huge fan of it on me, only because it doesn't make my teeth look as white as I would like. And I think that's the orange in it, the kind of bronze to it. But once I've whitened my teeth, it's absolutely fine. But normally it's not something that I reach for. I could use it as a topper over a lip pencil, which is what I might start to do just to get the most out of it. Guys, that's it for my fullish face of PatMcGrath. As I said to you before, I have lots of PatMcGrath eyeshadow palettes, but as you can see, my collection isn't crazy. And the lip products, I got 4 of those in one little kit that was a free gift. I did purchase the Earth Angel lip gloss because I really like the look of it on the website, and when I got it, it was like £11, which is such a bargain if you know PatMcGrath's prices. So that's my foolish face. Quick roundup of what I would recommend and what I would skip if you're looking at trying some PatMcGrath. So let's wrap this up. The one thing you can't skip is the eyeshadows. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I love PatMcGrath eyeshadows. As I've said in my previous videos where I did the 2 verses, I will link that somewhere below. I can't choose between the 2. PatMcGrath's shadows are insanely good, and if you like any of the colour stories, jump on it, sign up to her website and get involved at the next sale because you will not regret it, I promise you. They are a higher price point, but when you get the deals and you get the sales, actually the price point isn't that crazy. So I would highly recommend. The blushes, definitely. But I do suggest if you can try them in store, because some of the colours, they are a bit punchy. I got the kits that were very safe, but if you want to go for an individual blush, you might want to try it on in store. And the foundation, I love it. There we go, I love it. I had an on-off relationship with this for a while, but now I keep reaching for it, and I can't imagine my makeup collection without it. I might get another colour that is more suitable for me now. I've made this work, like it's absolutely fine, but I had to use a bit more bronzer than I would normally like. But yeah, I might go to Selfridges and get colour matched because I think that I might need to get another one at some point soon. The lip products, they're nice, but they're lip products. I think if there is a shade that really speaks to you and you haven't got many lip products, go for it. But to me, they're nothing really that special. Like, they're nice, but it's a lipstick, you know. I still think that MAC is unbeatable when it comes to lipsticks. The eyeliner, I would say skip it. I don't like it on me, and I've been doing this winged eyeliner look since I was a teenager. I have never stopped. I can't live without my eyeliner. And the best one for me that's this kind of formulation is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. It's got the best brush. You can really put some pressure down. You can get a really good wing and you have a lot of control. I didn't have much control using this. I really, as you can see, I struggled with it. And I've been using this now for like a month, and I use it every day and I'm still not used to it. It's very, very difficult. And I didn't feature this, but I do love the Dark Star mascara. I had that in a trial size that I picked up in one of the sales because it was like virtually free. It was so cheap. And I really, really liked it. It's a great mascara. I would get the full size, and I'm not particularly loyal when it comes to mascaras. If you know my mascara story, I get different ones all the time and I just use whatever's there. But if I was in the market to buy a mascara, I would definitely pick that one up. So guys, that's my roundup. Thank you so much for joining me. I post videos every Sunday at 7 AM London time. My videos are all about makeup, recently my weight loss journey, my growing out my grey hair, and all other fun stuff that I fancy filming, some luxury fashion, some clothing hauls, you know, we've done it all. And my trash talk videos are by far my most popular, which is where I go through my beauty empties once a month. So guys, subscribe, you might like it here. I will see you next week. Have a great week, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, guys.